In previous videos, we focused on 5/7 and 7 diminished 7, but a seventh can be added to any triad. After 5/7 and 7 diminished 7, the most common seventh chord in the classical repertoire is 2/7. Like any seventh chord, 2/7 adds richness to the harmony by introducing a dissonance. It also offers new contrapuntal possibilities. For example, similar to 5/4-3, 2/4-3 presents a lush alternative to the rarely used hollow 2/6-4 chord. Because scale degree 6 differs in major and minor, 2/7 takes on a different quality in each mode. In major keys, it presents as a minor seventh chord, and in minor keys, it presents as a half diminished seventh chord. As with all chordal sevenths, the seventh of 2/7 tends to resolve down by step. When 2/7 is followed by a cadential 6/4, however, the seventh transforms into a suspension that only resolves when the cadential 6/4 moves to 5. Notice how scale degree 6 in the minor mode example moves down by step. This is to avoid the interval of an augmented second between scale degrees 6 and 7. As always, it's important to contextualize rules from the perspective of human perception. There's nothing wrong with a melodic augmented second per se, but in a diatonic context it tends to stick out due to its unique quality, and can be difficult to tune in vocal settings. These examples also show how the chordal seventh of 2/7 resolves similarly to that of 5/7, down by step. 2/7 differs, however, in how the chordal seventh is approached. Whereas composers often leap to the seventh of 5/7, they tend to treat the seventh of 2/7 more carefully, most often preparing it by common tone in the same voice. The same goes for seventh chords built on other scale degrees, as can be heard in this example from Mozart's Piano Sonata in F. This difference in treatment likely stems from the ubiquitousness of 5/7 in the classical repertoire. Listeners have become so familiar with its general sound that the effect of its dissonant seventh is softened. In general, composers should be sensitive to how dissonant treatment affects the overall sound. Sevenths approached by common tone or by step sound relatively smooth and are easier to sing, and sevenths approached by leap sound more accented. In most cases, seventh chords make voice leading easier, but one notable exception merits attention, when 4/7 progresses to 5. Here, the danger of parallel fifths leads to a unique solution, leaping a fifth in the tenor voice. As with any root position seventh chord, it's also common to double the root and omit the fifth to improve smoothness of line. As these examples show, seventh chords in the classical style bring with them specific voice-leading challenges. In some musical styles, however, seventh chords arise less from contrapuntal lines and more from harmonic shading. Take this rendition of Oscar Hammerstein's Softly as in the Morning Sunrise by Canadian pianist Oscar Peterson, in which the consistent use of chordal sevenths is integral to the harmonic idiom, and voice leading is treated less strictly. Note also the presence of additional thirds to create 9th, 11th, and 13th chords as another means of harmonic expression. No matter the context, seventh chords bring with them new compositional opportunities, whether it be a more varied palette of harmonic shadings, a more intricate treatment of tension and release, or an enlargement of contrapuntal possibilities.